It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember earlier in the year, with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A 1st down carry for Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Let's get set.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
The Bengals at 10-4 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Lineup.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Hey, report.
Again, it's Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You talk about this Bengals defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
On first down, they'll start out with Moss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Here is 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they? And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. They'll try the right side with Henry. 7-7, our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry, becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So the record safely in his pocket. Now it's a question of how high can he go. He's just become the first ever, Charles, to score 30 times in a single season.
Well, let's certainly savor this moment. The first time ever, as you just noted, that someone has hit 30. What a ride this has been.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Shows his strength at the 50. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, they stay with Moss on the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That ball caught by his rookie wideout. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They'll go up the middle here with Moss. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Done.
They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And they go play action now. Burrow eluding the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, 14 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. McPherson on for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Henry again on second down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 131 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. That one into the hands of Flowers. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Here we go. 11.
Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
11, 11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Gun, gun. Dot. Dot.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Gesicki in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And McPherson on for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll toss this right side to Moss. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a couple. Right back to Moss. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down with Moss. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Here we go.
Moss on the give up the middle. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's second and 7 from the 9. Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defense. Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And now it's blocked, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it. And maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there. Blocked the extra point and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Henry up the middle. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it again with Henry. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A 1st down carry for Henry. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Again to Henry. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit. And, Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point, you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Rogers' numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy, and back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here.
Here we go.
And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw here. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
On the handoff, it's Moss. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes now. Here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Zach Moss, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
MT, take 11 dot.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jackson. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Now a handoff to Henry. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Henry. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
No, we changed it.
Here we go, it's Jackson on 4th down. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get them the completion.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. 13. Inside handoff, Henry. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And running with power here. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 29, here's the 2nd down and 4.
11.
They'll go again here with Moss. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
On 2, ready?
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's the 2nd down and 6. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On the give, this is Moss. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On point, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. Stop.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll run with Moss.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here comes second down at 5.
Gun. Stop. Stop.
Now a run with Moss. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
11. Stop.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak, and he is going to have a Bengals first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go. 12. Stop.
Throwing, Burrow. Jamar Chase. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
On 1, ready? Here we go.
Moss will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. This is 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Here's second down. Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch.
Oh, man, that could wind up being the key play of the ball game right there. Defensively here, you know they've got no timeouts. You've got to keep them away from the sidelines. Here now,
and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Throwing, Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Gun. Cut.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Cincinnati, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
what you talking about. There's no something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. I'm so sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance, it turns daylight. So jump, jump, jump.